Hello, this is Dr. Warner Greene with this week's update on COVID-19, the date April 16th, 2021. Worldwide, the virus continues to surge. In Europe, involving countries like France, Poland, Sweden, Turkey, largely the surge driven by the B.1.1.7 variant of concern that originated in the United Kingdom. Other hotspots include South America, with the highest rates of current infection in Uruguay. Argentina and Brazil, of course, continues to be a country of massive numbers of new infections. Again, the surges are being driven by variants of concern in the B.1.1.7 or the P1 variant in South America. Here in the United States, also virus is on the rise. The particular hotspots include Michigan and Minnesota. Here, in fact, the variant of concern is the B.1.1.7 again, now rising to approximately 50, driving most of the new infections, which are occurring in younger individuals, prompting hospitalization and care in intensive care units. We know that this particular B.1.1.7 variant, which is becoming more and more prevalent in the United States, now up to nearly 50% of isolates, is well controlled by the RNA vaccines. So it's really important that we continue to aggressively vaccinate our population to protect against this increasing prevalence of this variant of concern. Also on the vaccine front, they are administering about 3.3 million vaccines per day. The United States is now up to 24% full vaccination, 38% partial vaccination, which is good, but we need to get those numbers up into the 70 to 80% range for full vaccination for the type of herd immunity that we seek. The news of disappointing news, and one that may erode confidence in vaccines, was the pause this week of the J&J vaccine. The pause initiated by the FDA and now under review by the CDC committee relates to a rare occurrence of blood clots involving, for example, the central venous sinus of the brain or the abdomen. These are rare clotting events occurring in women, 6 cases noted in between 6 and 7 million vaccinations. So a very rare but concerning side effect of the vaccines. Several countries in Europe have now, for example, because this effect is or this complication is also seen with the AstraZeneca vaccine, are restricting use of the AstraZeneca vaccine to women older than 30, and giving the RNA vaccine to women less than 30. It is critical that we get both the Johnson & Johnson and AstraZeneca vaccines back in full force, because these are the vaccines that will allow global vaccination strategies. On one other vaccine note, it would appear now likely, based on data that's emerging, is that we may need to take an annual booster of the RNA vaccines. In terms of the immunity may wane over the space of about a year, requiring reboosting of immunity. The definitive word is not in on that, but that seems to be the story that is currently emerging. Stay tuned for more information. So that's my report for this week. I'll be back in a week or so to further track developments in the COVID-19 pandemic. Thank you.